Okay, let's talk about that invisible force that's basically running your online life, the algorithm. It's the reason you see what you see, and today we're going to pull back the curtain and figure out how it knows you so well. I mean, think about your feed for a second. Have you ever been scrolling and a video just pops up that is so weirdly specific it almost feels psychic? Like a cat just chilling on a stack of pancakes? You didn't search for it, you didn't even know it was a thing you needed to see, but boom, there it is. So how on earth does that happen? Well, the answer to that whole cat pancake mystery isn't magic, of course. It's an algorithm. But, just saying it's code feels a little boring, right? So let's think about it in a totally different way, as something much more personal, working just for you, right behind your screen. Now, yeah, if we're going to get technical, this is what an algorithm is. It's basically a recipe, a set of instructions a computer follows to get something done. And in this case, that something is figuring out what video you, personally, are going to want to watch next. But that definition really doesn't capture the personality of the whole thing. So let's just ditch the technical jargon for a minute. Instead, I want you to imagine that you have your own personal, invisible butler. And this butler's one and only job is to learn your every whim, your every desire, and to anticipate what you want before you even know you want it. All to make your time online as sticky as possible. That butler, that's your algorithm. Okay, so if you've got this invisible butler, how does it get to know you so incredibly well? How does it learn all your secrets, your little quirks, and maybe even the stuff you haven't admitted to yourself yet? Well, it's simple. It keeps a diary, a very, very detailed diary. Every single second you're online, your butler is there, just silently watching, scribbling notes in its digital diary. Every scroll, every time you pause on a video, every click, it's all a new entry. It's building this massive profile of you, one tiny action at a time. And here's the really clever part. The butler doesn't just write down what you love, the videos you like or share or watch all the way to the end. What's just as important, and maybe even more important, is what you don't like. When you flick past a video in less than a second, that's a huge signal. That's a rejection. Your butler makes a note. Nope, doesn't like this. That quick flick of your thumb is an incredibly powerful piece of data. But here's where it gets serious. These notes, they aren't just for picking your next funny video. They're building something much, much bigger, something with real-world consequences. This isn't just about entertainment anymore. It's about creating a detailed profile of you that goes way beyond your online tastes. In fact, someone once described this whole process perfectly. They said, it's like a report card for grown-ups. All this constant data collection, every one of those little notes in the digital diary, they all add up. They're used to score you, to categorize you, in ways you probably don't even realize. Let's break it down. You watch a bunch of cat videos. Easy enough. Your butler's note says interest, pets. But what about when you start watching videos about the stock market or reading financial news? The butler's note isn't just interest, finance. It could actually be a data point that gets used to guess at your financial stability, which could then influence something as serious as your credit score, or even what kind of job ads you get to see. All of a sudden, these small, seemingly meaningless actions are painting a much bigger and way more important picture of who you are. So, let's zoom out. After weeks and months and years of this butler just diligently taking notes, what does its digital diary actually have in it? What is the complete picture it has of you? Well, it knows your hidden interests, all those things you're kind of curious about but would never actually search for. It knows your dislikes with absolute total certainty based on every quick scroll. And it knows your patterns, when you're most likely to be online, what kind of mood you're usually in, and exactly what it takes to grab your attention at any given moment. It might just be the most complete psychological profile ever created about you. And that really brings us to the most important question in all of this. This invisible butler, it doesn't really work for you, does it? It works for the platform. So if your butler is always listening, always taking notes in his diary, who else gets to read it? Every scroll, every click, it tells a story. The real question is, who else is reading your story?
Hey y'all, I hope this helped you understand this stuff a little better. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there is a topic you are curious about. Maybe I can help. You can also check out these 2 videos. Hope they help you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hype this video. Always appreciate y'all, and thanks for stopping by the stoop. God bless always.